Let's do it.
Go live. It's loading. I should ping it across there.
Is that it? Are we live?
Just waiting for it to show up now.
Nope. I think that is it for me.
We are live.
Yo, what's going on, people? Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Staying safe and sane in these weird times.
It's too hot.
It's very hot. It's very warm.
So hot. And you're in a jumper.
I know, mate. But yeah, so today we thought it'd be a cool idea to sort of talk you through the project for Don't Let Me Down, which is our latest single, available in all good streaming services. Possibly physical at some point, that'd be cool.
Yeah. What would you think, vinyl?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Nobody cares about CDs anymore.
Nah, it'd be cool to get a tape. Like get little cassette tapes.
Yeah, that'd be mint.
But yeah, so yeah, we're just going to sort of talk through the track. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but me and Owen produce everything. So we write everything, produce it, record it, mix it and master it all ourselves. We actually distribute everything, do all the lyric videos, all the promo. The stuff that we don't do, there's only really two things that we don't do. So the photography, that's done by my girlfriend Chantel. Shout out Chantel. And then the artwork that you see, so like EPs and that kind of thing, is that's Owen's sister Emily.
That's my sister Emily, so thanks for that, Emily.
Yeah, but everything else is us. So if it's bad, you know why.
It won't be.
Yeah, so we figured basically we'll just talk through the session. So I guess like the stuff or the way that we write stuff, we're not like a normal band. I think normal bands get in, rehearsal rooms and jam. Whereas we've only really been a band for about 6 months. And
not even that. It's been about 4 months. And it's been since lockdown has started, and literally the only way we've managed to write tracks is by being completely separate, sending them backwards and forwards. Dan gets an idea, sends it to me, I put guitar over it, we do that, we send it backwards and forwards. And it takes... Actually, it's not that bad, actually. Probably takes about 2-3 weeks, probably from start to finish. If we like the idea, which isn't always.
Yeah, we've got... In fact, that'd be a good idea for a stream at some point.
Would it? What?
Go... I was going to say go through some like old tunes or discarded like B-sides that we never used.
Yeah,
there's loads of stuff on my hard drive that's quite funny.
We can title it, "This is why we didn't release this song."
Yeah. But yeah, so this track itself was written, I think, entirely in isolation.
Yeah. Quite a long time ago as well. It was probably one of our first tracks after Alexa, I think.
Yeah, because we had a writing session in February. It was like the only writing session we had in person, I think, for this EP.
That's when we did Alexa. So we wrote Alexa on that time. We didn't know it was going to be Alexa. We didn't really know what we were doing, to be honest. It was before we even became a band. We've done it a few times though. We for years literally just went and chilled around each other's houses and made tracks. And then it's only now that we've decided to actually do something with them. Yeah, cool. So, but this track entirely in isolation. If you've heard it, you'll know that sort of the main inspiration behind it is kind of that 90s garage, early 2000s garage sound. I was listening to a lot of it at the time, stuff like Artful Dodger, Sweet Female Attitude, Craig David, all that good stuff. Oh yeah.
And also at the time, I can't lie, Ladbroke Grove was massive. Which, amazingly, this was only about 4 months ago.
That's true, actually.
But it feels like forever ago.
It does.
But the actual track itself started from this little vocal sample, which I found on Splice. So if any producers watching, you'll know what Splice is. But if you don't, Splice is just like a website. It's full of samples that you can take and mangle and do whatever you like.
It's just like a library.
But yeah, I found this on there. Yeah, one thing I've not figured out yet is the latency between Ableton finishing. But yeah, so it started from this, and obviously it's immediate Ladbroke Grove vibes.
100%.
So I just went straight down the hole. Let's do a garage beat. And in fairness, Alexa is kind of garagey anyway.
It's all the same sort of donk, isn't it?
Yeah. So I wanted to do a little bit of a different donk for this one. So the bass itself sounds like this. So yeah, it's actually two sounds. So it's this. By the way, you'll see throughout this track, I just got Phase Plant by Kilohertz, which is an excellent synth. So it's all over this session. But yeah, so we've got this sound and this sound. So yeah, that's the kind of main bass sound. You add those together. There's a bit of OTT on the bus, but nobody cares about that.
You absolutely love that preset. That is your favourite. That literally, you've used that preset, I reckon, for about 5 years.
OTT, yeah.
I remember when we were in uni. Oh, should see this preset. It makes everything just sound thicker and bigger. It's called OTT.
It does. Well, this one here it's only got 7. To be honest, it's probably not even doing anything. I've just put it on because
you have to.
Yeah. I'll turn it off. Hang on. Oh no. It does. It's a little bit
placebo effect.
Yeah. But the rest of this kind of droppy chorus bit. So you've got the vocal, you've got the bass, and then there's this drum part, which sounds like this. Now you may notice we do have a drummer, but we don't have a drummer. So if Ben's watching, Ben, do you want to be the drummer?
Plans.
So Ben is our session drummer. So you'll see him on the videos, like when we do live videos. He's on there, and he'll be playing gigs when we can finally do gigs again. But yeah, so for the most part, in most of our tunes, the drums are just MIDI. We use GGD the Invasion, if anybody cares. But yeah, we just program drums in. To be honest, it's a lot easier doing it this way, I think, because we can just come up with grooves and patterns and stuff. But having a live drummer would be better, Ben.
To be fair,
yeah,
you did that drum beat pre-Ben though, so
I did. Yeah.
And then Ben's come along. We did the live video, which is actually coming out tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
So we filmed the live video, same as Lexa, same as SM46. We've got the Don't Let Me Down live video tomorrow. Should be 6 o'clock, right?
6 o'clock.
Oh, same as every time. But yeah, that's coming tomorrow. We're super excited for everyone to see that. We absolutely love it. We love doing the live videos every time. It's a thrill.
So the rest of this little drop bit, we might as well work through this, and then we'll talk for the rest of it. But there's other like little kind of ear candy bits going on here. So at the start, when it first drops, you hear this.
Wow.
Yeah. Which sounds awful in isolation, but you put it in and it sounds great. So, helps if you play everything.
We both just did that at the same time then. We just did that.
Yeah. That again, Space Plant. Should I talk through the production stuff? Does anybody care?
You might as well have a little bit of a foray. No one said that for a long time. I don't know where that came from.
A nice plunge into. Well, basically, it's just a saw wave with some distortion, but it had a flanger on it, which is what gives it that kind of movement. And then, as you can see, so this is the original one, but it changes each time because of the way the flanger moves. So I just froze it, flattened it, and then picked the ones that I liked, and that's how we got that. What else? What's this one? Oh, nice little...
the offbeat pad sound, isn't it? Yeah,
the little stab thing. If you look, because obviously this is inspired by like two-step garage, if you look into kind of where it all comes from and the sort of, what's the word? The sort of There's a word. You know what word? Origin, history, any of that. If you look into the history of that genre, a lot of it comes from like Jamaica, and how all the cultures kind of combined. So I thought, let's put in some kind of offbeat, almost reggae. It's not reggae, but almost that kind of sound.
Shot in the ball.
Which...
Sorry, it just happened. It just happened.
Well, as far as I know, actually, this is layered with a guitar. Yeah, it is. So you put those two together.
A lot of people don't realise that guitars are used a lot for literally just texture, not just for the actual sound that you like. In most electronic music as well, you'll always hear that, like Avicii did a lot acoustic guitars, just for that high end sort of sparkle.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Other than that, what else we got? Big brass stuff. This actually came from a really old. This came from the first ever Titanism tune that I wrote, which was called Answers, which will probably never get released. Well,
I like that song, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, we harvested it for other tunes,
Yeah,
so
we did, to be
this
fair.
brass comes from it, and then we used that tune had a big jungle breakdown in it.
Yeah, we've used that in another
and that's
track.
now in another tune, yeah. So, which will probably be out next year.
Next year, I think, yeah. In the future.
But yeah, sometime, yeah, whenever it finally comes out. But this is the brass sound, and then it fades in.
Did you just reverse that then?
Yeah, it's reversed and pitched down to semitones. Yeah. So yeah, big brass sound. There's also, I spotted this, by the way. I'm pretty sure.
What do you mean you spotted it? You made the song, Dan. You can't spot something in your own
Hang on, can I just show you this session?
Oh
Nothing's
my God.
named. Nobody knows what's going on.
96 tracks.
99 tracks.
99 tracks. Oh my God. Back to 1999.
This is going to take us a while to get through. But yeah, I spotted this. And I'm pretty sure this isn't... Oh, hang on, we got Spinny Beach Ball.
Oh no! Yes.
I'm pretty sure this isn't in the final song, but it's in the session. I don't know, but listen.
Is that does that double up with a whoop?
I don't know. Hold on. I don't remember everything. I don't remember putting that in. I don't remember hearing it.
Oh God!
So that's in
Honestly.
there, apparently.
Definitely.
There's some cool stuff in here. So the second time round, I vocally just doubled the "Don't Let Me Down" like the last time, which sounds like this, just an octave lower.
You're not going to solo that, Dan, no?
No, I'm not. No. What I will solo though is this. So there's like, to be honest, I stole this from Jacob Collier. So if anyone knows. If you don't know who Jacob Collier is, 100% go and check out Jacob Collier because he's a genius. But he does this thing where he'll just do these like gang vocals, but he does it himself. So he just goes, yeah, yeah, like that. So I just did that.
People think that making music is glamorous, and it just isn't, is it? Like, you've sat there and gone, into a microphone, put some reverb on it, and that classes as music.
Well, I don't know how many there is. There's a lot.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Are they all separate takes, like separate ers?
Yeah, they're all separate takes. But,
What?
yeah, so, but it sounds kind of dinky on its own, but when you put it in with everything else...
Oh,
sounds good.
Dead funny, this, isn't it? Dead funny.
Other than that, as far as the chorus bit goes, there's nothing else really going on. We've got this, obviously the vocals. Do you want to talk about the vocals?
Yeah, vocals just literally came from... I just wanted to basically fill the gap. So when we had the sample playing Don't Let Me Down, and then the second half of the chorus, we wanted something different. I literally just wanted to fill the gap. So there's a vocal that comes in, and then it says "Don't Let Me Down." Vocal comes in, "Don't Let Me Down," and I just basically wanted to make that fit.
Yeah.
That was
What's
it,
cool?
really.
what's cool, and I kind of wanted to mention actually, because it does sound like she says pulling me down.
Yeah, I agree.
Which kind of works with the vocals, and I really liked kind of how you did that.
But it's fair, with the vocals, it's not just the one, because it goes shaking through me, make my escape. Over the top, like during SM46, when we said no fear, it's a fight, I layered that with like loads of like random, basically me just going, no fear, and just saying it. Whereas if you actually look at the vocals in Don't Let Me Down, if you listen closely in the background on the shaking through me section, I'm just literally going, shake it through me, make my escape.
That's all of them?
Mate, just do it, I don't care.
Shake it through me, make my escape, but can you feel it?
It's literally just like, almost like you're shouting it over the top.
There it is. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool. So yeah, sick. One thing that we do, and you'll see this in every track,
pitch,
is
form,
what's that?
Form, pitching.
Yeah.
Dance.
Yeah, we talked about this briefly when we did the imposter syndrome video.
Yeah.
We talked about it and we showed you, but basically one thing I do a lot with vocals is take the original vocal line and then make a copy of it and pitch it up and pitch it down. It's a different effect. Like you'll find a lot of people do where they'll take the vocal line and then they'll sing it an octave above and they'll sing it an octave below. And that's cool, and that's like a thing in and of itself. But when you do it with the same take, you have all this weird phase stuff, and it kind of cancels itself out in certain places and adds a cool effect, which I just really like, and I put it pretty much in everything. So yeah, cool. Other than that, so I think that's pretty much the drops, right? Have I missed anything?
No, I think that's it, isn't it?
Cool. Okay, should we go back to the start?
Can do. Yeah.
Okay, so the tune itself starts with just this little guitar part, which is nice and pretty. And this guitar part, two things. One, it's just Hold Back the River by James Bay, but in a different order. And two, the tone itself, so the guitar tone is the Follow You tone from Bring Me the Horizon.
There's I'm getting so many surprises tonight. These things I didn't even know. It's funny as.
Yeah, so it's, what's the saying? Good artist copy, great artist steal.
Yeah, that's it.
So
that's it.
Everything I do is stolen. So yeah, it starts with that little guitar part and then comes in with this pad.
It's like an organ sound, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't actually know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's just a contact instrument. It's rev by output, where everything,
yeah.
everything's reversed, which is why you get that kind of swelling. And as you can tell, my naming structure is on point.
Group.
32 group. Yeah. Contact.
You know, my sessions are absolutely pristine. Like, everything is where it should be.
It literally is. I know exactly where everything is, though.
Well, I suppose you know at least.
Yeah.
As long as that's
only
all that matters, really.
Exactly. Yeah. So it comes in with a verse, kicks in. Yeah. Drums. I think he's just playing. Yeah, it comes in with just the like pedal chicks, and then he kicks in with the drums, like the halftime groove.
Love how you're saying like he as if someone played it.
Yeah.
My index finger comes in.
What else we got going on here? We've got Labs, Spitfire Labs, amazing, completely free. So don't have to spend any money, get loads of cool stuff. You get these like bell kind of sounds. Nice. Oh yeah, the other guitar, I forgot about this. So this is Owen's favourite part of the track because it's mildly out of tune.
I genuinely think it is out of tune. I don't know. Every time I hear it, the more I hear it, the more I think it is. And then one time I listen to it and I go, oh, it's perfect. So I don't know.
It's out of tune.
It is out of tune.
Yeah.
We can confirm it's an exclusive, guys. Exclusive scoop for Titanism. That guitar is out of tune. And the best part is that
by the way,
Dan played it.
Anybody joining just now? Not all the guitar. Yeah, anybody joining just now? Hello, if you are joining just now, and we're talking through the session for Don't Let Me Down. So,
just so you all know, I've got the stream up on my phone. If you want to ask any questions, if you've got any comments, I can see them. I'm just keeping an eye on it. That's why I keep looking down. I haven't got something wrong with my leg. I'm just literally looking at the stream.
Yeah, cool.
So play
this guitar anyway. What? Sorry.
Play the guitar on its own. I don't think I've ever heard it on its own.
Hold on. What little sort of, I don't know, words. I'm struggling with words, but basically, little thing. If you ever hear a crystal clean guitar tone, it's likely that it was me that played it. If you hear anything with grit or like even clean but like crunchy clean, that's probably Owen.
I don't know what clean is, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
But yeah, if you ever hear a clean guitar tone and it's slightly out of tune or played badly, that was me. But yeah, here's what this sounds like.
Oh.
It almost sounds chorused.
It's it must be A string that was out of tune. It sounds flat. The D string
apparently the DI
flat.
was on. The DI may have been on the whole time.
What, in the even in the track?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You'll
see a difference in guitar tone, by the way, between me and Dan tomorrow when the live video comes out, and I'm playing that section, and it sounds a little bit more angry. But
yeah. Oh, here's another thing. So the next thing is the bass. So we don't have a bass player either. So if anybody wants to come and be our bass player, let us know. Send us a message.
We are lonely people.
It's
just us.
But everything we do is MIDI. So the bass tone in this, I use a contact instrument called the Inferno Bass by Avalanche, I think. A lot of this stuff, like a lot of the drums and the MIDI bass, comes from. So I used to mix a lot of like metalcore stuff. So actually, a lot of these sounds are designed for like big angry metal tunes, but for some reason they just work in this context. So bass sounds like this. Super low.
Is that
you probably won't hear that.
Is that the octave lower?
Must be.
Because I know that we obviously tuned down to C. All of our tracks are in C, by the way. Not key wise, I mean the tuning. Although to saying that, actually, all of our tracks are in C, the key of C.
F.
C or F minor.
Everything.
So if you want to write a Titanism song, find your nearest C minor scale and just do that.
Yeah, pretty much. Just make it harmonic minor, and there you go.
And
It's Titanism tune. Yeah, so this bass line is just following the chord progression. Nothing super complex, but again, it's MIDI. What else we got? What's this? What is this? Oh, like shaker. Super quiet. Just in there, just add a bit of texture.
Little textures.
And then one thing that we use a lot, because our music is somewhere between electronic music and like acoustic live music, I use a lot of like effects. So like risers and all this kind of stuff. For example, that's probably a bad example, but yeah, stuff like that, like little risers, like that.
Thing is that
so yeah, a lot of that
you don't realize how much of a difference that makes when you're making a track. Putting rises, crashes, falls, like it literally. If you've got two sections in a track that aren't transitioning properly, add a rise, add a fall on the beat, and honestly, it'll make like a huge difference.
The rise to you, not the rise, sorry, the impact or the fall or downlift or whatever you want to call it, which I am 100% shocked isn't in this session, and I'm a bit gutted that it's not.
Oh, really?
It's not in this, so this must be the only song that doesn't have it in.
What?
But here's a little Easter egg. Other than this, in every single Titanism tune, you will hear this. If it's going to work.
Clap impact.
Clap impact. It's loading from a hard drive, so there you go.
And it's not
Clap
like
impact.
subtle. It's not subtle. Like you can definitely, like you really can hear it in every single Titanism track.
It'll probably ruin it a little bit for you now, but yeah, it's in everything. And I use it just to transition, like Owen said, just go from one section to another. So yeah, other than that, obviously you got the vocals that come in. So this is Owen's part.
Feel the gravity pull you to me. Stand beside me and see what I see. A feeling shaken through the waves.
You can hear the formant shifting on that bit as well. It's, below the lower octave, and the reverb comes out as well towards the end, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so it
that's
doesn't spill into the next section.
Yeah, so it's partly that, but then also one thing, like if you're going from a big build up into like a drop section, it's good to have a little break between the two sections. It's like a lot of stuff drops out, like as you say, the reverb drops out, but then also if you look at the other tracks, you'll see that they all drop out halfway into the last bar there, except for this little pizzicato thing, which we'll talk about in a sec. Yeah. So yeah, you got the vocals there. As you say, you can hear the formant stuff going crazy.
Imagine if that's how I sang. Can you imagine?
You got the high one. And it's mad, honestly. All this stuff sounds so daft on its own, but it doesn't matter. If it sounds good in the mix, it sounds good, you know. If it's just you going, ah! Or, you know, you pitched up or whatever.
Pitched up to hell.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, there's no, like, sort of rules to this stuff. If it sounds good, it sounds good. Who cares?
Yeah. If it sounds good, it is good. So, keep going with this build-up. We might as well carry on with this. The rhythm guitars, so that clean bit, was kind of sort of tossing and turning between playing it, so it just repeats. So I was like, oh, shall I play it? Or I kind of opted, firstly, for the lazy option, but secondly for the kind of making a live instrument sound a bit more electronic to kind of fit in with the vibe. And you kind of are switching between a sort of more live bandy section into an electronic section. So you kind of have to find ways to kind of tie them together. So you got the guitar, bass is just playing one note the whole way through. A super low C. I think it's a C. I don't know.
It will be.
A C.
Will be.
There's a clap thing. I use this in a lot of tunes as well. Which it's just that kind of, you know, that I suppose it's like a big room thing. Yeah,
like electronic build-up is claps all the way. Claps for the win.
And that's just a bunch of cymatics samples all layered together. Timpani, I bet you didn't know this was here. Yeah, bit of timpani in there.
BBC Orchestra, if you're listening, get us on.
yeah. If you want to, feel free to get involved. This string thing. So this is just the built-in Ableton stock strings. Nice. With just a bit of reverb. So yeah. I've got a Nexus thing here, which I think is just a riser that I made in Nexus.
Oh.
Just building tension, you know. And then underneath, so I added more claps. This time again, stolen directly from Jacob Collier. He just does claps in the same sort of way that we did the whoa. It's like clapping up and down around the room, and you get this.
They're not quantized or anything, are they?
No, it's just me. Yeah, and like the idea is that you get that sort of gang sound, you know.
Aye.
Oh, little nail shaker, which I guarantee you didn't hear. So have a listen to this. So that is very poorly. In fact, I'll see if I can find what that is.
The devil's in the detail.
Yeah, that is a lovely pack of. I don't know if you can see that. You can't even see it. It's just a pack of nails from Asda. If you don't know what Asda is, like if you're from America, Asda is like what they call it, Walmart.
Supermarket. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Supermarket.
Sorry. Like a supermarket.
Box of nails. Yeah. And then some more risers and stuff. Yeah. That's pretty much it. as far as the build-up goes.
Did you have a track called High there? I'm presuming that's a hi-hat. Like further up.
There. That is this.
When did you get the choir boy in to sing that section? That's you formant shift again, obviously.
That's the formant shift. Yeah. There it is again.
It.
There's a bunch of harmonies and stuff. One thing that we do vocal wise, we tend to just layer stuff just over, as you can see. So a big chunk, so the vocals start at track 66 and finish at track 88. So a good 20% of this track is vocals. We missed the R's. Where's the R's? I forgot about the R's.
I forgot I did that.
Yeah, that classic.
I remember doing that now. Yeah, I do R's all the time. It's honestly like just the best thing ever.
Beautiful.
Phil recorded in the nearest church I can find, I think.
Or down a well.
Or down a well.
Yes, we talked about the verse, we talked about the bridge, talked about the drop. Second verse is pretty much identical. Just different lyrics. Is it? Yeah. Just drums are a bit more rowdy this time. Then it goes into a bridge, or build up, whatever you want to call it. What did you say there, sorry?
I'm just saying rowdy. Drums a bit more rowdy.
A bit more lively, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, rowdy. I've not heard that word for so long. Probably that. Rowdy. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so going to the bridge. Bridge is virtually identical. I think it is just a copy and paste job.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the next drop / chorus is also a copy and paste job. We tend to not do that anymore. I think because this was early on. It was a case of kind of getting used to how lockdown worked and writing in lockdown and that kind of thing.
But yeah, these days it'll with any sort of like garage track like this or like something inspired by that. A lot of it is going to be copied and pasted anyway.
Yeah,
you can't do much different really, other than changing the drums up and that, and maybe more like adding stuff to it rather than changing what's already there. It's copied and pasted with stuff thrown over the top.
Yeah, that's the thing that we tend to do now. Like if we'll have like a chorus section or whatever that is going to repeat again, that'll come back, but it'll come back with other elements, or it'll come back with like just little things going on that are slightly different, little bits of ear candy, that kind of thing, just to kind of switch it up a little bit. So yeah, moving on to the bridge. So we basically start with that guitar again. If anything, the only thing that's different about the bridge, because it's pretty much the first verse, but we come in with some trap drums, which this is probably our most poppy song to date. In fact, I think it is our most poppy song, and I really just wanted to lean into it. I'd just be like, right, if we're gonna do it, let's do it. Let's have the trap stuff. Let's go the whole hog if you like. And this is just kick and snare. Oh, hold on. Beach ball. There we go.
Hey.
So we got kick and snare, which is probably just Cymatics samples. Just the way to go. Cymatics is the new Vengeance. If anybody has been around long enough to remember Vengeance, I salute you.
I still use Vengeance samples, me.
Yeah, Vengeance, man. Vengeance was great. And also, I was apparently super, super lazy with this section because it's just a hi-hat loop.
Oh.
But it's chopped up a little bit. I've just changed the first section. But it sounded good, it worked. So what's the problem really? It's fine, isn't it?
Well, exactly, yeah. It's a nice contrast as well, having the electronic drums rather than the actual real sounding drums. Makes that, it stands out in that bridge. It's like one of my favourite parts of this song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do like this bit. And then it builds up again into another chorus / drop bit. And then, so the original, when this track was first finished, it ended here. and it ended there. And then Owen comes along.
Angry
He
boy.
goes, yeah, can we have a big riff at the end? A big riff.
Oh yeah, I said it exactly like that as well. I want a big riff. I want a riff. I want a riff.
Give me a riff. So you put guitars to it, I think, didn't you?
Yes. Grabbed my nearest pink Gibson and
go on, get the Gibson.
Well, go get us over here.
Go get it. Yeah. Go get it.
Phones off to get it like.
Nice.
There she is.
Tell us what she is.
So 2006 Gibson SG Yamano edition. So apparently it's one of 250 in the world. Coral pink, and it is just gorgeous. Single P90, and the only thing that's not original is I had to change the tuners because I was playing a gig once and I got so into it that at the end I just threw my guitar on the floor, and the top two tuners here just snapped off. So at the time I was pretty poor, so I've just put Wilkinson ones on. Any Gibson player now will be absolutely fuming at me. But yeah, I need to change them back, to be honest. But yeah,
what are they meant to be? Is it Clusen ones? Is that what?
No, Gibson custom. So just the standard Gibson. They're supposed to be the little white circular ones.
Right.
They're supposed to be them ones, but I quite like the look of the ivory, even though they look a bit glow in the dark. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what used to be on. Like, if you look at, by the way, I'm not a guitar guy, so if anybody wants to shoot me down here, that's completely fine. But I swear I've seen old like Les Pauls and stuff with those kind of ivory looking.
They do. They're called tulips.
Very nice.
Tulips. Right, I'm gonna put it back before I drop it and break it again.
Okay, cool.
Whoa! Flew there.
All right.
But yeah, so guitar riff literally follows the bass line. So if you play the two together, they are very similar. I had a bit of a moment where it was quite difficult where it is on the guitar. As you play obviously the open C, and then you move to, I think it's like the 7th fret, and then it goes to the 8th fret, but then I moved to the 1st fret on the A string. Same note, but it meant I can come back and follow the bass line perfectly. Because otherwise I'd be going diddle, and up here you can't go like that and bring it back down. So you do it like that. You'll see it on the live video, to be honest. Just watch my hands. Watch my handiwork.
Watch me hands, mate.
Watch me handiwork, and you'll see it.
Well, funnily enough, the original bass line isn't even in this section.
Fair. Well,
it
so follows the same. It's not what this was pre-Kraken. This wasn't it?
Yeah, it was way before.
It was way before that, because I use a Victory Amps Kraken preamp pedal now for everything. Hence why I'm the angriest guitar player alive. But yeah, this was you reamped it through the Kemper, didn't you? It's
Kemper, yeah. I think it's it'll probably be some sort of Mezza thing.
We used the Bring Me the Horizon tones a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, that was more for like the cleaner stuff.
Yeah.
Purely because I think the tones are, if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about Kemper Profiler, which is basically it's like where you can get a bunch of amps, like guitar amps, and it puts them in one box. I guess that's a really lame term way.
It's emulation, so it's basically just copying a guitar amp, but it does it in a very, very good way.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Bring Me stuff. A lot of his stuff is live tones, so you have a big hump in the high mids.
Yeah. Okay.
And doesn't necessarily fit in a recording sense. But yeah, this is a guitar tone anyway. Pretty dirty, pretty distorted.
Filthy that. You wouldn't think it was done on a P90.
No, definitely not.
The thing is that all my guitars are all just they're not metal guitars. They're not guitars with high output pickups. They are literally just whatever comes standard. So I've got my P90 and my Gibson, single coils and a Telecaster, and you can get amazing tones out of them. You don't have to have high output pickups to achieve this sort of thing.
So yeah, and then layered that with the bass. So this is a different bass patch to the one before. It's the same source tone, but with a bit more stuff going on, which sounds like this. It's basically sort of playing the same thing as a guitar, but a bit less complicated. I tend to find a lot of the time that if you want to have a complicated bass line, you need to like dial back the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the vocals wise, we've basically just got the same bit as the second part of the chorus.
Shake it to me, make my escape, but can you feel it?
But as you can probably hear there, it's me doing the first verse, I think.
Yeah, it's
but
first verse.
Got a bunch. Yeah, it's got a bunch of effects on. Just kind of layer it up, and it kind of moves around your head as well. Sorry?
Yeah, you'll hear that in the live video as well. You do that at the end, but you do it up the octave, and it really gives it like, really makes it thicker. Thick boy.
I got right into it, and
we did.
went up an octave.
We got well into it.
Funnily enough, those ad-libs from before, the big yeah, is all the way through this end bit. It's like on every bar. And then the only bit, so at the end, the little lead guitar. Oh, actually, hold on, hold your horses.
Whoa.
There's some weird stuff in this which I forgot was even in here. So it's just to sort of add a bit of texture again. So there's this going on. Which literally sounds like flushing toilets.
It sounds like you're dropping a tool bag down a toilet. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's in there. And then timpani's in there as well.
Obviously. Oh, great.
That's in there,
So funny.
apparently. A lot of this stuff, it's just layering. When you want to make a section really big, you just have to add loads of stuff, but you have to be kind of careful with it. You have to make sure that your section, that you separate them out octave-wise or frequency-wise or however you want to call it. You just got to make sure that each frequency band is as full as possible. If that makes sense.
And then there's the lead guitar at the end, which is 3 separate sections. First one's just the one that you hear predominant, which is the... And then second time round comes in with a harmony over the top of that, playing the same rhythm, but just over the top. And then the third one is one that Avenged Sevenfold use a lot. It's the yeah, they use it a lot. It's like the bending, so the if you look at the start of oh god, what song is it? But they use it a lot. You'll hear it a lot. It just literally adds like just a layer over the top. It completes it, to be fair.
So basically, this tune is just ripping off loads of other people.
Well, yeah. But then, to be fair, if you went to the moon, you've still gone to the moon, haven't you? So just because it's been done before.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where that was going with that.
Took me a while, that one. But all right, I'm with you.
I said it and I was like, oh god.
Right, I'll play this last little bit, this last little guitar. And that's the end of the track, and it just sort of ends there. So yeah, that's pretty much Don't Let Me Down. If you like it, it's on, like I say, on all good streaming services.
Aye.
Is there any comments or anything? Do you want to have a look?
No, just people watching. Hello to everyone that's watched. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a weird one for us. First one we've done, and we're going to do a lot more as well, with other track breakdowns, other bits. So yeah, looking forward to sharing our tracks with everyone else.
Yeah, definitely. Also, one thing that we were considering doing is sort of, I don't want to say criticism, like giving feedback on people's tracks, or just listening to people's songs. So if you make music, or you mix music, or whatever, if you're part of a band or anything like that, feel free to send us a Facebook message. We're not going to make you fill out a form like a lot of people do. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll have a listen. We also want to build. Yeah, definitely. Send us it on the. If you send us on the Facebook, like the Titanism Facebook page, send us a link. Yeah, cool.
Cool. Well, thanks everyone for who's watched for joining. And
hope you enjoyed it.
It's been an eye-opening experience for everyone, hasn't it?
Even for me, I can't remember half the stuff that goes on.
Yeah, I literally, like, the first time you played that sample, it's the first time I've heard it on its own. I've only ever heard it in the track. So
the vocal sample.
Because when I did the lyric video for it, I didn't realise that. We've got a comment from Ben Richardson. I'm down for a live video of Answers.
Oh, Answers isn't a. Oh,
Answers isn't a thing anymore, Ben. We're
not releasing Answers, fam.
Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Wow. You know what?
It was an eye-opening experience.
Eye-opening experience. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot more. I've literally forgotten where I was going with that, and what an ending! What an ending to the live stream.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate your time.
Yes, absolutely.
Hope you're doing really well. I know it's weird, but stay safe and look after yourselves and your family and all that good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you check the video out tomorrow.
Live video tomorrow for our latest single, as you know, Don't Let Me Down. Live video out tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Yes.
Also, buy our merch.
Oh, yeah. Do that as well. Yeah. I mean, we should work on our sales pitches. That's what we should do. That's what in between this live stream and the next one, we will work on our sales pitches. We'll work on our promotion. We'll just be better people. We'll just be better people.
Yeah. All right, sick. Cool.
All right, cool. Right, it was good to see everyone. Nice to see you as well, Dan.
Yeah, you too, man.
And we'll see you later, guys.
Bye.